What the fuck is that?
It's Lady Grey.
What's on the mug?
Oh! Welcome to the Thoughtcast, a powerful magic podcast. I'm your host, Louis McClung.
And I'm your host, Ian.
And this is a great mug, and you're bad at magic!
And he's an idiot.
Yes. Okay, so let me clarify. Everybody's bad at magic, but the title of this video is something to do with Commander players, or just, Commander players being bad at magic, okay? And the greater amorphous collection of everybody who plays Commander is not entirely bad at the game. There's a good apples, obviously. But when I proposed the idea for this video, my everything was fueled with aggression directed towards my experience with casual Commander players. Quote-unquote casual Commander players. It's all culminating to this, basically. We've done so many episodes about do this, not this, do this, not this. Your Commander selection's boring. But it's all culminated to this.
This is our magnum opus.
My magnum opus. Here, don't take this from me. You're less fed up.
No, I am taking this from you. I'm trying to take you out of this.
Oh, I see.
Get you out of your Doomer Magic the Gathering mindset real quick.
No, I don't have a Doomer Magic the Gathering mindset, okay? I think that Magic the Gathering will survive this treachery. But yes, I have a Doomer sensibility when it comes to specifically casual Commander players, because I feel like a card game where there is a winner has a terrible, it's just terrible for it to have that idea of, it's
fine, it's casual, it's like you don't gotta worry about it.
It's okay to be that way as a person playing the game, but not in the mentality of the actions you take in the game. Right?
I have a lot of, like, when I play the game, you're allowed to get as salty as you want in the game, but the second you take it out of the game, it's just not fun. It's not cool.
Absolutely. It's a game.
Yeah.
Above all, it is a game, and people winning it should not be a problem.
No.
Right? Because when everybody's like, oh, I'm just being casual, you shouldn't do that, it's their problem. They're the problem. They're the people who are like, why did you do that to me? Right? Like, that's the issue. But we're taking all that out. What we're going to be doing is going over literal, actual card evaluation and threat assessment. The actual things in the game that Commander players are bad at. Okay? What do you want to start
It's
with?
not their fault, right? I want to start with it's not their fault, because Magic is a hard game.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's a million cards. There's a million different possibilities.
Actually, it's like 112,000 or something.
It's actually
like
like 2 cards that are really good. It's just Black Lotus and Island.
No, it's Black Lotus Island and the One Ring.
No,
No,
it's
Thassa's Oracle. Okay, there's a few. There's a couple. There's a couple.
Good cards.
Yeah.
You know, they got to print a couple every day.
Right.
At this point, every day is.
I didn't even flinch. I was just like, that's about right. Okay, so do you want to start with? I'll let you pick card evaluation or threat assessment first.
I think card evaluation comes before threat assessment.
So we do threat assessment first.
No.
What? Nah.
Card evaluation comes before because you have to know
what cards
if
are
a card is good enough to remove it.
Yeah, and these things go hand in hand. That's why we're talking about them, right? Like, if you know a card's good and you know when it's good, then you know how to deal with it, right? People will see a card that just says each opponent loses a life when an action happens, and they're like, that's so annoying! Oh my god, that's so good!
It's so bad.
No! And then there's a fucking, like, token tripler on the other side of the board, but they use the removal spell on the fucking Zulaport Cutthroat. Sorry, I'm cursing a lot. I'll try to stop.
On the Zulaport Cutthroat on an empty board.
Yeah.
With 0 cards in hand. It's like, I died to that card.
I killed it and I lost a life? No.
Yeah. I died to that card one time 10 years ago, so it must be good.
Must be the best. Okay, so I have a couple lists here that I brought up. No hate to anybody that these are made them. I mean, obviously we're going to be coming for your throat a little bit, but not like in any unprofessional way, I promise.
And I've seen the first one. I haven't seen the second one. And it seems like it is there's a lot of more recent cards in the list. So
new players have this fatigue, or I guess fatigue is the wrong word, but they have this disposition to like, oh, I've never heard of that card, must be terrible. You know what I mean? Like, and that's just, that's absolutely untrue, because oftentimes with the idea of casual Commander, you won't see a lot of the best cards or even some of the most broken niche interactions, because people doing that is frowned upon for some reason. Like, let's get something else straight before we dive into this. We enjoy a good game of casual, no stakes, no like trying to win every 5 minutes, right? Like,
God,
no.
I love 4 Timmys sitting at a pod, just going at it for days.
Yeah, I love bringing out, like, I'm building a deck where my commander's Redane, but the other shield where it's a shield, or the other side where it's a shield. Like, and I just want my deck to be like, my commander's a shield. That's it, right? That deck's not going to win.
Fun.
Okay? It's not going to try to win. Maybe it'll attack for a win 1 out of 5 times, but that's not the point, right? We enjoy that.
Yeah.
We have no problem with that. But those people who play just that, and then they try to say that, oh, this card's the best card, are flat out wrong. They're just wrong.
It can be the best card in your deck, but if your deck's not like...
I mean, a little foreshadowing, Thousand Year Storm could be your win con. That doesn't make the card good.
No.
That doesn't make the card playable. You tap out on turn 5 for a 6 mana enchantment, and then you pass the turn.
You can get it on turn 4.
Great. Anyways, let's start with Jelkea MTG. We have 2 lists from this person, and we're going to start off with 30 best enchantments for EDH. They even said Elder Dragon Highlander. They must know so much about the game.
Honestly, props to you for making this list.
I'm not going to say I could even do better. That's the thing, right?
Yeah.
But you made the list, so I'm going to react to it, you know? So, okay, so first we have Thousand Year Storm. We just talked about it.
Thousand Year Storm.
That's number 30. It's not even in the top 100 enchantments.
Shouldn't
Wild
be.
Growth is above this. 1 mana enchantment, enchant land taps for an extra green. That card's above this. That card's above a lot of the cards on this list, okay?
I think Thousand Year Storm is on that list, but
it's not in the top 30.
It
no,
can't
not at all.
be like, if it's number 30, I'm not mad.
I'm mad. No. I think, okay, so put out the number of how many unique enchantment cards are in Commander, or in Legal and Magic Gathering, right? How many? It's right here, right? You're telling me out of this huge fucking number, in the top 30, you're putting a card that you have to tap out on a turn to play is in the top 30 in a game, in a format where each turn is the most important.
But it could just win you the game next turn, which is why
it doesn't matter. That's what I'm saying. And no, it doesn't always. That's the thing,
It doesn't always. That is true.
The card can win you the game the next turn, but you also have to have the hand. This card doesn't get removed. On an empty board, you probably tapped out for it. I mean, if you get it on turn 10, fucking great. I don't care, right? Like, I don't care about the Magic players who are like, in this one instance, this card is the most broken ever. Yeah, dude. That's the problem. That's the problem that people think when they lose to a card one time, or if a card can win in a certain instance, when everything's great, that it's good. I don't think this card's in the top 100 enchantments in Commander. Yeah.
Really?
Again, Wild Growth is better than this.
Okay.
And that's not even in the top 30.
Are you putting the other 5 Wild Growths in front of
above this? Yeah, absolutely. Utopia Sprawl?
Oh my god.
Yeah, that one's below Wild Growth because it has to enchant specifically a forest, okay? But that's a thing, all right? All right, now we got Black Market Connections at 29. You like this.
I do like this. I think this should definitely be on the list because...
Again, that number's huge. But this could be in the top 30. I could see the argument.
Because it's like, if you're doing this in a game of Commander, life total does not matter, and this card specifically just says, I'm going to give you free value.
Yeah.
For 3 mana.
Yeah, every turn.
Every turn.
Yeah, and it's not Rhystic Study.
It's not Rhystic Study.
And it's the reason it's not Sylvan Library is because Sylvan Library is 2 mana.
I think it might be a little bit better than Sylvan Library in some instances.
That doesn't matter. Okay, let me clarify something for how you rank cards. This is something I see you get wrong a lot. The instances where it is better do not make it a better card in any format, in any way, right? Because a card is better.
So you're just doing it as a general, like...
Well, yeah, so let me give you an example, okay?
Yeah.
So let's say I give you this card, what is it? It's Vizier of... It's basically, it's from Amonkhet, it's an uncommon. It's a 2 mana 2/2 that says when -1/-1 counters are put on a creature, you put -1, -1/-1.
Yeah.
Right? That card, in a vacuum, is terrible, right? It's like so bad, it doesn't really do anything by itself. It's a bear,
or
alright?
with Undying Creatures.
No, not with Undying Creatures. You get that card, Devoted Druid, where you put a -1/-1 counter on it to untap it, you make infinite mana, you win the game.
Yeah.
That does not make that Vizier at all in the top 1,000 creatures in Magic the Gathering. It's not even close, okay? That's the...
I think the fact that it has
so
an
Devoted
infinite
Druid's
combo.
great.
Yeah.
That card's in the top 100 creatures in Magic the Gathering, in my opinion, right? But the Vizier is not, because it's just that one card that it goes infinite with, right? And sure, it has some synergies with Persist, but that's it, okay? That's how you evaluate cards. You don't go, and because the reason Devoted Druid's in the top 100 is because it goes infinite with several thousand cards, okay? Like, it's a huge combo piece. But that Vizier that's over here is not at all one of those cards. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And that's how that's not just me, that's how you evaluate cards. That's how you compare them to other ones, right?
Okay.
This one, Black Market Connections, is not Sylvan Library because it doesn't do anything that Sylvan Library can do.
But Sylvan Library just draws cards. And sure, that's one of the most powerful things, but this makes mana, draws cards, and makes bodies.
Right? And
so
that's
it's
fine.
triple duty.
That's true. You always have to lose life. You can't choose not to. You can choose not to do the ability, right?
Yeah.
But it also, Sylvan Library is 2 mana. Like, the difference between turn 2 playing Sylvan Library and turn 3 playing this.
Turn 2 playing that with Sol Ring is great.
That's true. But that's, again, not how you evaluate cards.
Yeah,
like I explained to you. Sol Ring, top 10 most powerful cards ever printed. This is not. So that's why I'm saying.
Sol Ring,
that's how you don't. I'm glad you're doing this so I can be like, that's not how you evaluate cards. You don't go, oh, sometimes you can play this card at the same turn as the other one. No, you evaluate cards in a vacuum.
You can't. I don't like evaluating cards in a vacuum.
Well, it's not necessarily a vacuum. You evaluate it on its stakes, on its reasons.
If it was just on an empty board.
Yeah, this card on an empty board is better than Sylvan Library in a lot of cases. But Sylvan Library is just broken, okay? Like, I can't tell you how many holes I've dug myself out of with my French Sylvan Library.
Okay.
But, like, anyways, this card is top 30.
Yeah.
I'll give that to you. I think it might be, like, my 30th place. Like, 29, 30? Totally fine.
Cool.
Now we have City on Fire.
0.
It's not in the top 100, okay? In Commander, I understand why it's broken, right? Triple damage? That's crazy. But these cards win more at best.
Yeah, any of the damage doublers tend to just fall flat.
They get overanalyzed because you think that's what you're losing to.
Yeah.
And kind of you are, but it's also that they built up a board that can take advantage of it. It's the same thing with that Vizier.
Like, they would have won without that card anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And this card, sure, it's really fun with some combos. It's a very expensive card. It's 8 mana, right? You can use it for instances.
It has Convoke, right?
It has Convoke, right?
So, yeah.
It can win a game. But it's a win more card a lot of the time.
Yes.
And also, it's not that broken. It's not that broken. Okay. We've got Mirari's Wake. I don't think this is in the top 30. I don't think it's in the top 50. You can make an argument for top 100, okay?
Mirari's Wake, read it to me.
It's a 5 mana enchantment, 3, a white and a green for all creatures get +1/+1 that you control.
Yeah.
And whenever you tap a land for mana, add an additional mana that land could produce.
This is another win more. Yeah.
It's not even win more. This card is busted in Enchantress. This card, it's not even fair how busted this card is when you can ramp it out. But that's the same argument, okay? Like, it's great. And it's not really the card you lose to, though. Like, honestly, in the decks this is played, it's not played for the Anthem effect. It is played for that mana additional stuff, right? So in certain decks, this card is maybe top 10 cards in your deck. That doesn't matter, like we said earlier. We have Goblin Bombardment. I put this in the top 20. I put this in the top 15. This card is not okay. Goblin Bombardment, 1 in a red for an enchantment. Sack a creature. Goblin Bombardment deals 1 damage to any target. Any target.
God, that card is just so...
This card has won me so many games for the sheer value it can do.
And sure, they can remove it, but it's your turn 2 play. And usually on turn 3, 4, 5, and 6, the value you get from just having Goblin Bombardment.
And you don't even have to, like, this is the reverse of the card, Black Market Connections, right?
Yeah.
The earlier you play Black Market, the better it is, right? But you can play this at any time, and it's usually pretty good unless you have an empty board. And even then, you'll then build to the board with the decks this is in, right? And, I don't know, Goblin Bombardment is the epitome of, like, Commander players need to put this in more decks to play around interaction, right? So somebody plays their board wipe or their instant speed removal, whatever, right?
Or their Ensnaring Bridge. Like, this gets damage through Ensnaring Bridge.
This, not even Ensnaring Bridge. Ensnaring Bridge is a good, like, but fogs, I don't know. With the fog on the stack, you can respond and shoot your creatures at your opponent. You know, like, it's, card's phenomenal. Play it more. Sylvan Library's at 25.
Yeah.
1 in a green.
It should be higher. It should be higher.
Top 10. Enchantments. Not top 10 cards in Commander.
Enchantments.
Not top 10 cards. Top 10 enchantments ever printed. This card is busted.
Good? You know what's good? Because if you're playing it in an Enchantress deck, you usually draw a card when you play it.
Sylvan Library is 1 in a green for an enchantment that says at the beginning of your draw step, draw 2 additional cards. And this is where it gets complicated. Those cards do go into your hand.
Yes.
Do not put them in your hand, okay? Those cards are drawn. Do not put them in your hand. Set them in a separate pile. They're still technically in the zone of your hand while this is resolving. It doesn't matter, okay? Then you choose to put 2 or fewer cards from those 3 back on top of your deck. I'll read
From
it.
those 2, right?
From the 3.
From the first one you draw for turn as well?
It's in your draw step. You draw the 3 cards instead of 1.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
In your draw step, draw 2 additional cards. Choose 2 cards in your hand drawn this turn, those ones. For each of those cards, pay 4 life if you don't put them back.
Yeah.
Okay? So you always get to draw 1 still, but you can draw an additional of those 3 cards for 4 life. Or 8 for both. Okay?
Now, I've seen people die to this, which is crazy.
Those people are bad. Yeah, those people are bad.
I have seen people die to Sylvan Library, but I've also seen people pop off with Sylvan Library.
Just play this on turn 1 or turn 2 or turn 3, and then on the next turn, draw 3 cards. Like it's 2 mana, draw 3, floor a lot of the time.
It is a sorcery at the worst.
And if it gets removed, that's a bonus for you because they used it on this. You know, like this card in every single instance is pretty baller. Okay, I have never once played a Sylvan Library and went, damn, I don't want to be playing this. This card's cracked. Okay, top 10 enchantments maybe ever printed. I don't know. Maybe top 15 ever printed in Commander. Top 5.
Okay.
Okay, because you have 40 life. 40.
You can do it 8 times before you realize.
Yeah. Now we have Aggravated Assault. This card is in the top 30. It's 3 mana, 2 and a red for an enchantment. 5 mana, untap your creatures, get an additional combat. Okay.
Oh my god.
This card goes infinite with a ham sandwich. Okay, and that's great. Again, combo pieces are not up here. All right, the only ones that are are the ones that go infinite sometimes by themselves. Or their Thassa's Oracle, okay, or their Time Vault, which isn't legal.
Does it untap all creatures?
Yes, untap all creatures you control.
Yeah, that's
I mean, like
a lot of
aggravated. Again, I'm saying it is in the top 30.
Yeah,
this is a good spot for it here at the bottom of this list. This list gets worse. All right, next we've got Parallel Lives above all of these other cards. Token doublers are not that good. Say it with me. Token doublers are not that good. Okay, they're not that good. I understand the pop-off potential is so high. It's absurd how high it is. I don't care.
It's the worst ones are the enchantment ones.
Yeah, the ones that are creatures are pretty much
really
just
good.
better. Or like the ones that make the smaller creatures that make 1 additional are better in my opinion.
Oh yeah,
they're great with these. These cards are the epitome of win more. The very definition of win more.
Yeah.
If I make 5 tokens, I can make 10 tokens.
What are you doing wrong if you can't win with 5 tokens? Like exactly, like
when
10,
you're making 5 tokens, maybe even recurrently.
Exactly,
right?
It's like 5 tokens should win you the game, even if they're 1/1.
And often the turn you play this card, you are not going to then make more tokens that turn. It's often a tap out next turn kind of thing, and you have to wait. Same thing with every other token doubler. I swear to God. What is it called? A double the counters and double the tokens. What's
Doubling
that card?
season?
Doubling season? If that card's on here above this, that card has been so power crept, I know, and it used to be playable. It's not, in my opinion, that card is not playable. Do you know why?
Why?
Because it's the removal magnet of green. Like, if anybody sees that, they know they have to get rid of it, and you have to tap out to play it.
Yeah, like...
It's really cool in Planeswalker decks.
The only time I'm ever considering these kinds of token doublers, it's that bad, is when you can play the effect, and then if you're going to combat, you have those Goblin Rabble Masters that make something.
There's the new one with Warp. That one's actually
that one's good.
That one's really playable.
1 mana.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ooh.
That card's insane. All right. Ooh. The fact that you have to tap out for these cards makes them bad.
Is the worst. Yeah.
Okay, and this was posted 1 day ago. They had the chance to put that on there, and they did not. Okay, now I made a face. I swiped, and Cathar's Crusade is above all of these. Sylvan Library, Aggravated Assault.
Above everything but Sylvan Library. This should be lower on the list. This should be 30.
I understand. No, this could be in the top 50.
Yeah?
This could be in the...
Because I've seen this close out games.
No, I understand. Okay, this is not a Crater Hoof Behemoth.
No.
It doesn't give trample. It doesn't do anything but make your creatures bigger. That's why this card is not that good. Okay? I understand. Again, this card loses you the game because they put 5 other creatures in play.
Yeah.
Okay, that doesn't matter. You're already dead, all right? When this card kills you, you're pretty much already dead, in my opinion. I look at this card and I think to myself, if I ever put this in a deck, no. Have my win percentage ever suffered because of that? No. So this card's not that good. Does that make sense? That's also a really good way to evaluate cards, right? You putting Sylvan Library in your deck will make you win more games.
Yes.
Putting this in your deck doesn't make you win any more games that you weren't already going to win a lot of the time. Sometimes it will, but not a lot. Next, we have Anointed Procession. Same thing as Parallel Lives. It's not that good.
This one I like a little bit more than Parallel Lives because it's in white.
But I don't care. Now we got Trouble in Pairs at 20.
Not 20, but definitely on the list.
Dude, it's high. It's so much higher. Are you kidding me? Dude, Trouble in Pairs is fucked up. Do you know how many cards you draw a rotation from this card in like CEDH?
Yeah,
like 8.
A million.
Like 8, dude. Like like every single time you draw a card.
If Ristic Study isn't on that list.
No, Ristic Study's got to be like number 1.
Okay.
Like if Ristic Study isn't number 1 in Commander, this is in Commander, by the way. That's why we're looking at it this way. If it's not number 1, this person's wrong. Okay. Authority of the Consoles. You love this card.
I love this card.
But you can admit that it's not
on the top 30. It shouldn't be on the top 30.
It's not in the top 30. Okay.
It's definitely in the top 100.
Yeah.
Because
I won't argue with that. I don't care.
It slows decks down enough. But
it's
19?
It's
1 mana.
It's 1 mana. That's why it's in the top 100.
For a really solid stacks piece.
Yeah.
It's not great. But
it's still below
solid,
every single wild growth. It's still below every single wild growth. Dude, 1 mana to make 1 mana every turn for the future that's not a creature is insane. Like, those cards are messed up, okay? Anyways, now we've got Sphere of Safety. What the fuck is this doing above all these other cards?
No.
So this is 4 and a white for an enchantment. Creatures can't attack you or planeswalkers you control unless their controller pays X, where X is the number of enchantments you control. It's like the most expensive Ghostly Prison. Speaking of which, we then have Propaganda and then Ghostly Prison.
Yep.
All here. These cards aren't good. Let me do my case. Let me do my case here.
Okay.
In casual Commander, these cards are pretty oppressive.
Great, yeah.
Right? They're not even great, okay? I think they're overvalued. I think you should just be advancing your board state, right?
Yeah.
Like, I understand in control decks they can be pretty good, but my problem with these cards is that they are overplayed. All right? In any game where you
shouldn't be playing them in every deck. Yeah.
And a lot of people do. And in most games, you could just take them out of your deck, put a threat or a synergy piece in your deck instead, and your deck is now better.
Oh, yeah.
Not worse, much better.
I had a couple of these. I think I had Propaganda and...
Can I get a propaganda at that ass? Sorry, I had to. Go ahead.
I had them both in my raft deck that I just built, but then I cut them because, like...
Just play another instant sorcery.
Exactly.
Yeah,
play another Raise the Alarm.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, now we have the Meat Hook Massacre. Top 30, not top 15.
Yeah.
Card is cracked.
It's busted.
Card is really good.
It's a 2 mana 1. It's
2 mana.
Sylvan
At
Library.
minimum, it's a 2 mana enchantment.
Yeah.
It's 2 and X, 2 black for a legendary enchantment. When this enters, each opponent or each creature. Not each opponent controls. Each creature gets -X, -X. I had somebody play this where they thought it didn't kill their creatures.
No, it does.
It kills your creatures, which is a good thing because it says whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life, and whenever a creature opponent controls dies, you gain 1 life. Okay, that, by the way, the enchantment stays around, just does that forever.
Yeah,
okay?
it's beautiful.
Card's great. Okay, not top 15. It's maybe top 30. I would rather be in top 15.
I think you could see it being in like 26.
The card I like better than this card is the new enchantment board wipe from Lord of the Rings. It's not new anymore. It's like 2 or 3 years old. But the enchantment one that's red and it deals damage and makes treasure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that card's stupid.
That card's busted.
The reason enchantment board wipes are so cool is you can return them to your hand, play them again, and wipe the board.
Ooh.
Again, like that's why these cards are so good. But like that red one just makes mana. This one is really good in certain decks. The other red one I would put above this card.
Okay.
Blind Obedience.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Top 20. I wouldn't put it top 15. Okay.
Extort is so good.
Extort is so good. Artifacts and creatures.
Yes.
This card is played in CEDH a lot of the time just because it just shuts down so many things.
Piece,
It shuts down all of their artifact acceleration and it cuts down, it doesn't cut down, different card. It just shuts down all creature infinite combos where they make infinite creatures to attack, shuts that down too. And Extort.
Yeah.
On top of all that. Card's great. Now we have Sanguine Blood. This is the epitome of casual Commander looked at this and went, oh yeah, this is in the top 30. No! This is a 5 mana do nothing enchantment, okay? Let me read it. 3 black for an enchantment. Whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life. And then if you have the card that says whenever an opponent loses life, you gain life, you win the game. Great. 2 5 mana enchantments.
If you're running this in your deck, you better have the other like 7 or 8 cards at this point that just kill the game.
Yeah. Right?
So... Because I've seen
so Exquisite Blood is the really big one. It's whenever an opponent loses life, you gain that much life.
That one's better than...
Yeah, okay. Let's put these cards in a vacuum, non-combo specific.
Yeah.
They're so bad. They're so bad,
The reason Exquisite Blood is better is because it benefits off of your opponents affecting your other opponents.
This is Sanguine Bond, by the way. I read it wrong. Yeah.
Oh, Sanguine Bond, whenever you gain life, target opponent. Yeah,
No. This I read it correctly. No, I said Sanguine Blood.
Okay.
It's Sanguine Bond. Sorry, I have dyslexia.
Exquisite Bond?
Bubba. Let's stop talking about this card. It's super mid and should not be on this high on the list. It shouldn't even be on the top 30, in my opinion. Omniscience at 12.
Yes.
No.
You know why?
No.
Because you can cheat it into play.
No, I understand.
That's the only reason. Because that effect means you win the game.
Yes.
That effect means you win the game.
Yes. Well, actually, no. I've seen people resolve this so many times and just be like, "Okay, pass," and I'm like,
why?
I don't know. Okay.
Oh my
so
God.
let me get something straight about Omniscience. This card is part of a package called Omnitel.
Yeah.
You get Show and Tell, which is a card that cheats anything into play, but both people get to do it. So in Commander, it sucks. like you put this in off of cheating it into play, and oftentimes those effects are symmetrical.
Yeah.
And in 1v1, that's great because what are they going to put in? Their freaking like Goblin Guide, you know, like it's. This card is not in the top 15 okay, because it needs other things to make it good. I understand that when you get this into play, you win. You could say that about most of these cards. On this list.
Even playing, what is it, 10 mana?
7 green or 7 blue for an enchantment that says you can cast spells from your hand, not everywhere.
Yeah.
That's something that people forget, from your hand without paying their mana cost.
Commander.
You can't pay kicker costs unless you also pay for their mana cost, I'm pretty sure. You can't do X's for a million, all right? That's not how it works, okay? You have to put mana into those, and it's a can. You can still pay mana for cards. Anyways, I put it in the top 30. I let somebody convince me to put it in the top 30.
Yeah.
I don't think it's in the top 30.
Okay.
I think it's just like, it's one of those cards. The cards I put in my top 30 are the ones that, like, do things. Like, this card doesn't necessarily... This is the most expensive do-nothing enchantment of all. Okay, Mystic Remora is in 10.
Yeah.
This one, yeah, sure. This could be 10.
10 because it doesn't stick around as much as Ristic Study.
Yeah, obviously our lists are a little different here.
Yeah.
Like, obviously this card being at 10 is at 10 for me because there are better cards above it. I'm assuming you're going to put worse cards above it, in my opinion. But Mystic Remora is 1 mana Ristic Study. It's not even Ristic Study at home.
Because
it's just 1 mana Ristic
instants
Study.
and sorceries as well,
Right?
right?
If you
or
want to put
non-creatures.
No, it's non-creature, and they have to pay 4, so you will draw the cards. Like, it's sometimes
You will.
It's sometimes better than Ristic Study. But like, it's a mana investment sometimes, but you don't even have to do that. If you draw like 3 or 4 cards off this on the first turn rotation, you're like, okay, I don't care.
Yeah.
You can keep it around if you want. Then they put Grave Pact above it! 1 black for an enchantment. Whenever a creature you control dies, the opponent sacks creature. I understand you've been bitten by this card. Everybody has. It's not better than Mystic Remora. It's not better than Sylvan Library.
This is where the list gets like...
This is when I fucking screamed at my phone at the middle of the night. I was like... I have... Rage bait's not funny, okay? Oh, I pissed you off. That's so funny. You're not smart. You're not unique, okay?
It's hilarious because it doesn't work on me.
No, rage baiting isn't... I just think that people are like, oh, you fell for the rage bait. No, you're just an asshole. Like, I didn't fall for rage bait. You're just a dick. Anyways, okay. This is not above Mystic Remora.
No.
And we're not calling you a dick, by the way. If you're a rage baiter.
You're A-okay.
You're allowed to have your opinions. But rage baiters are stupid. Okay, Necropotence is number 8.
That's good. I
don't think I'd put it over Mystic Remora.
I'd put it in top 10 for sure.
Sure. Okay, but I don't think I'd put it over Mystic Remora, in my opinion. That's just me, though.
Yeah, I guess, because Mystic Remora...
Like, it's in the top 10,
It's
sure,
1 mana, and you get the cards without any cost.
It's not even without the life. It's that your opponents are punished.
Yeah.
Right? This card is a win the game card.
Yeah.
Like, that's why it's in the top 10 enchantments of all time. Right? It's just because it's like, I win. Right? But in Commander specifically, I would put Mystic Remora above it.
Oh, yeah.
Right? If we're rating just top 10 enchantments of all time, Mystic Remora isn't even in the top 10.
Really?
Okay? In 1v1,
Wow.
the card's trash.
Well, yeah, that's in
That's
1v1.
why I'm saying in all of history, right?
Okay.
If it's just top 10 enchantments, Mystic Remora doesn't even touch the top 100, okay? Anyways, number 7? Number 7, Underworld Breach. 1 in a red for an enchantment that says each non-land card in your graveyard has escape for its escape cost along with exiling 3 cards. This is number 3 on my list of enchantments. Of all time.
Of all time?
Of all time, number 3. Number 3 of all time most powerful enchantments because it wins the game.
Yeah.
It just says,
Oh my God.
hey, did you build your deck correctly? Great, you win the game. You know, like, okay.
How many cards do you have in your graveyard? I win.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, it goes infinite with literally, like, every card. Like, I've played so many cards where I'm like, oh, I guess I just win here, you know?
Yeah.
Man, I didn't build my deck to win, but here we go. Anyways, Food Chain is above Underworld Breach.
Food Chain is in top 10, but it's below Underworld
No, I
Breach.
think it's in the right place on this list in
Number
Commander.
6?
Number 6 in Commander.
Yeah.
Right? It's not above Underworld Breach.
No.
It's not even close to above
No,
Underworld
no.
Breach. Okay. Humility?
That's hilarious. I love that. Number 5.
Number 5.
Love it. That's hilarious.
2 white for an enchantment that says all creatures lose abilities and are 1/1s.
I know so many decks that just fold to this.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's
Are you
so
kidding
hilarious.
me? They're like, wait, but my thought says, oh cool, it just entered the battlefield. Is it? No.
That's hilarious. I like
Walking
this.
Ballista is a 1/1 with no abilities.
You're walking. Isn't it a 0/0?
No, it's a 1/1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, it's a 1/1. It enters as a 1/1 with no
Okay.
abilities. Does not have counters because it doesn't have the ability to give it counters when it enters.
I wasn't sure if it was like it enters as a 0/0.
Nope.
Like that's the thing.
No. Humility says all creatures are 1/1
Okay,
with no abilities.
okay.
That includes when they are on the battlefield.
Okay.
That game-changing effect has to take place before any state-based action.
Okay.
can
Yeah,
resolve.
yeah.
So, humility is not in the top 10 enchantments ever.
It's funny though.
It might
It's
be.
funny.
Let me be honest. It might be top 20 enchantments.
Yeah?
In Commander, it's not that good, man. A lot of decks can just win through this. Like Underworld Breach, great, you didn't do anything. Like there are a lot of ways that this card doesn't do anything, and a lot of the times in Casual Commander, it just means the game took forever.
Yeah.
Like, it
Wait
should,
until that's removed and then you can win. Yeah.
And how are you going to remove it with your Reclamation Sage?
Funny.
No.
Funny,
Okay,
funny.
now we have Survival of the Fittest. Yeah, I'd put this in the top 10.
Is that the
One in the-
discard?
One in a
Okay.
green for an enchantment that says for a green, you can choose and discard a creature card from your hand and search your library for a creature card, put it into your hand.
That literally just says get the best card out of your deck.
Yeah, go win the
Yeah.
game. Pretty good. I would put this in top 10. I don't think I'd put it above Underworld Breach. I don't think I'd put it above Mystic Remora in Commander. I don't think I'd put it above Sylvan
Study?
Library. Yes, I'd put it above Sylvan Library. I
Yeah.
would put it above Sylvan Library.
Okay. Aura Shards? Is that,
At number 3, we have Aura Shards.
It's in top 20.
Oh, yeah.
It's in top 20. I
Oh
don't know
yeah,
if it's in
Commander,
top
are you kidding
10.
me? This card's
Yeah.
busted.
Ooh.
Whew. It also gets around humility.
Yeah.
Because it's not the creature that's
Ooh.
doing it. Anyways, whenever a creature you control enters, destroy target artifact or enchantment.
It's so good.
It's messed up.
It's
Card's
so
a game
good.
changer.
Yeah.
Why?
For a good reason.
I don't.
good reason.
I don't think it's for a good reason. You're just punishing your opponents for investing in busted cards. Like I don't care. Like that's what in like Canadian Highlander people are like. Oh, you should point. Caracas because it stops them from doing broken things.
No, but the
Exactly.
second a deck doesn't have a legendary creature,
It doesn't
it's
do
like,
anything,
it
right?
doesn't do anything.
This against a deck without any artifacts or enchantments that are crucial. I mean,
Yeah.
most Commander decks are playing artifacts or enchantments.
Yes.
But
Oh
if they're
my
just
God.
playing like a creature-based strategy, this card doesn't do fucking anything. This card should not be a game changer. I understand if you're trying to do broken shit and then your opponent fucks with you with interaction, then you're going to be like, oh, this should be a game changer. No. No. Punisher mechanics should not be held at such a high power level because
Yeah.
they stop the things at such a high power level from being worse. That's my opinion.
I do think there are a lot of game changers that if they weren't game changers,
The game would be a better thing.
It would allow the lower bracket like decks to
Yeah.
punch up a little bit.
Like if Aura Shards was $1 instead of like 12 because they made it
Yeah.
a game changer, I think that this card one isn't in the top 10 enchantments ever printed or even in Commander, but it is in the top 30,
yeah.
and it's also not supposed to be a game changer in my
No.
opinion. Okay. Smothering Tithe is 2.
That's cool.
Yeah, top 10.
Yeah.
I'd say top 10. I don't think it's top 5.
It gets you. That's the make a treasure token.
Yes, so it's
Yeah.
3 and a white for an enchantment that says whenever an opponent draws a card, that player may pay 2 mana. If they do not, you get a treasure.
Yeah, whenever your opponents play the game.
Yeah,
you
and CDH's
benefit.
card's
Oh, yeah.
busted in half, but it's not better than Underworld Breach. And then it's Aristic Study in 1, which is good. Good
Yeah.
job. You did one rating correctly.
You were correct.
Good job. Ristic Study is number 1 in Commander.
Oh my
But
God.
simply just actually like
God,
in some instances I would put Underworld Breach above it.
yeah.
And that's why Underworld Breach is number 2 on my list.
But the thing
Okay.
is, every time they
And
breach
then
it-
Wild Growth is number 3. No, I'm kidding.
Oh
I'm
my
kidding. I'm
God,
kidding. I'm
get
kidding.
him out of here.
I'm kidding. But yeah, Ristic Study. Yeah, that's the criteria for getting into number 30. Like number 31 is Wild Growth. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like if you can't get above that, you're just
You're
not
over.
you're not in the top.
You're not
30.
invited to the
Yeah, you're
club.
not in top. You're not in top. But like Ristic Study is number 1. I don't think we have to
Yeah.
talk about that much.
No, it's just like it feels so good to play. It
Yeah, did
feels
your
so
opponent-
punishing to play against.
Yeah, did your
like-
opponent resolve Ristic Study on turn 2 or 3 and you lost? Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, it checks out. It gets you so many cards.
It's all the cards.
Oh my God, I do understand there is like a conversation for this card to be banned.
Yeah.
Because of just how much value.
I think that
it
the
gets.
card shouldn't be banned. I think they should just unban all the things that made it the best card in the game.
Really?
Like they should reintroduce like I don't know.
Anti cards, right?
Sorry for the earphone only listeners. But like I think that they should reintroduce the card specific to the format, Lotus. Jeweled Lotus.
Jeweled Lotus?
Jeweled Lotus should be in the format.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's so good. It's so fun. It's so great. I understand that when somebody has it in their opening hand, you feel like their deck is a power level above yours. I don't care! Mm-hmm. A good hand does not mean their deck is just super powerful and shouldn't be in
There's still turn 1 wins. There's still turn 2 wins. There's true.
My whole thing is that Thassa's Oracle is still legal in the format. Yeah. And it is the single easiest way to win a game of Magic maybe ever printed.
Yeah.
Okay? And it's still legal. So a lot of things should not be banned.
You literally just need 3 mana to win.
Yeah.
That's how crazy it is.
Yeah, or maybe 5 mana, one of the cards in a tutor.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not banned. It shouldn't. A lot of things shouldn't be banned because that card isn't. I understand that the game ends. You don't have to sit there through it a whole bunch, and that's a really big thing for Commander players. That's stupid. It shouldn't. If that's legal, a lot of things shouldn't be banned. Okay, so now we're gonna go a little bit faster through. Here are some actual good commanders.
Oh, Rakdos edition?
Yes, I think this is... Oh, no, this is just... Here are some actual good commanders. Okay. And I want to go through this list and tell you why you're so wrong. This is from Fenris Brood. Mm-hmm. All right? We've got Cody, Voracious Codex. It says War Crimes incoming on screen. This card is not even close to one of the most broken ways to do this. And I understand what somebody's pissed off about with this card, right? I played against decks where they rig it so that they hit 1 card every time they cast something, right? Yeah. But that means their deck, 1, doesn't have any acceleration because they can't. 2, has to be specifically like, I don't know, depends on the mana cost of the card you're trying to hit. But oftentimes it's like, oftentimes it's the, it's either like the fire, what is it, Dragon's Approach? Yeah, Dragon's Approach, right? It's like Dragon's Approach all through the deck and then 2 other cards and land. So you can do the thing. That does not make your deck good.
No.
Being able to do a stupid little thing does not make your deck good, okay? If you're doing all interaction, doesn't make your deck good, okay? Cody's not that great. Then we have Hazan Tamar, ever been punched in the face with sand. 1, card's really fun.
What does it do?
So 4, a red, a green, and a white for a legendary creature, human warrior. At the beginning of your upkeep, if Hazan Tamar enter the battlefield since the beginning of your last upkeep, so it needs to be in play for 1 whole turn rotation.
That's already awesome.
It's already really cool and really bad. Put a 1/1 green, red, green, and white sand for each land you control onto the battlefield. Those creatures have, whenever a permanent named Hazan Tamar leaves the battlefield, exile them. So this card's really bad.
It's terrible.
This card's terrible.
But it's fun.
Dude, I could flicker it. Nope. It triggers once on your upkeep if it entered last turn. So you can Conjurer's Closet it.
Yeah.
And that's it. So this card is not that broken. What are you talking about? Here's some actual good commanders. Anyways, here's one with the most downsides from Legends.
You know what? It's good because it's a nice pick. Are you kidding me?
No. The pick's sick. No.
The card's not good.
Let me get something completely straight. Yeah. If you show up with a Hazan Tamar, I'm going to be like, I'm going to shake your hand and smooch it. I'm going to lick your ring, okay?
Nice to meet you, Mr. President.
Sorry, I didn't say anything. But you said here are some actual good commanders. You're wrong. This card is not good.
Good? I don't know. Do they mean good in terms of quality?
It doesn't say.
Okay.
Let me look at the comments. I'll give you a chance. But when people say good, they mean like good. Attacks a lot, playable.
They could. But this could also be like casual commander good, like, you know?
Even in casual commander, this card's not good.
It's great!
No. Let me separate something for you really quick. Really cool card. Playability. Let me separate those two things.
No. Because if you go really cool card and you force it to become playable, it's awesome.
Let me tell you some good cards that are playable.
Terrible cards.
Let me tell you some really cool cards that are really good though. Like Tameo.
Tameo's good, yeah.
And she's really cool. The effect is neat, right? Yeah. This card is really cool, and the effect is actively not that good because they have to leave if you kill him. So what you're saying is correct, and I agree with you. But I'm talking about something else. Okay. I'm talking about the card being bad.
Okay.
It's not playable.
Okay.
Play it, but it's not playable. We agree that it's really cool, but I'm talking about something else.
But it's not playable. Okay.
We're talking about card evaluation. This card is not good.
Okay.
Yes, okay.
It's terrible.
It's a terrible card. It's really cool, though. And then we have the Big Gay Kings. Kainos Interior of Melitus. A red, a white, a green, and a blue for a legendary creature, human soldier. At the beginning of your end step, draw a card. Each player may put a land from their hand onto the battlefield. Each opponent who didn't draws a card. So you draw a card, and you can put a land into play, but your opponents can either put a land into play or draw a card. Or like the original Group Hug Commander? No. That's the Happy Purple Hippo. Yeah, but no, this is like one of the first ever printed into Commander, specifically for Commander. This card's not that good anymore.
No, it's not even good.
It's really fucking cool, and if you show up with Big Gay Electric Prince Moonstorm, that's really cool. this card's not good.
But benefiting your opponents is one of the biggest pitfalls of group hug.
Now we've got Zombies Mill Shenanigans with Will Hilt the Rot Cleaver. 2, a blue and a black for a 3/3. I'm not reading this card. Boring. It's not really that good.
Zombie Tribal.
Zombie Tribal. It's not that good. This card isn't even that good.
It's
anyways.
not the best Zombie Tribal.
This might be the first card on here that's actually really strong for what it does. It's Ishin, 2 Heavens as 1. It's a 3 mana 3/4 for Mardu that says if a creature attacking causes a triggered ability to happen, it triggers an additional time. It's one of the only cards that does this. It's only 3 mana. I've lost to this card plenty of times when it was the reason I lost the game. Okay, this card's great. Why the fuck is Zozu on here? Zozu the Punisher. We love Zozu. I love Zozu the Punisher. He's not good. He's a 3 mana 2/2 in a 4-player format. Anyways, Goblin Warrior, he says, sorry, 1 red for a 2/2. I already said that. Whenever a land enters the battlefield, Zozu the Punisher deals 2 damage to that creature's controller. It's symmetrical. It's not that strong. It really hoses landfall decks, which is great, and I agree. And it says, ever taking 24 damage for playing a land. Just because somebody puts a bunch of damage doublers and triplers into play and then you take a bunch of damage doesn't make Zozu broken.
No.
Zozu's the most medium of medium tier commanders I've ever seen.
The reason he's good is because it's
Punisher mechanic.
He benefits you from doing nothing.
Yeah, he benefits you from doing nothing.
And your opponent's doing
He still hurts you for playing the game though.
Yeah.
You still take damage for playing your lands. And genuinely, he's not that good. And I love him. Now Oswald Fiddlebender.
That's a good card.
We don't have to talk about this. This card's CADH playable, very good. But overall, what we're showing you now is that a lot of people think I lost to one thing once must be good. Stop doing that. Stop.
It's fair to consider in terms of the actual game, but
oh no, somebody tagged me with a 30/30 Llanowar Elf. Llanowar Elf must be the most broken card ever.
Llanowar Elf's busted.
Llanowar Elves is,
you know why?
Top 10 best creatures maybe. That idea of Llanowar Elves.
Because it's an elf.
Because it's an elf. But genuinely, that's the argument, right? A lot of commander players are oh, this thing attacked me for 35 damage. That creature's the problem. But then they ignore
the thing that gave it 30+1 counters.
Well, let me just explain, right? They either ignored that it has a bunch of equipment on it, or that their opponent suited up with a bunch of other elves, or plus and plus counters, or they attacked them with attack triggers or something, or another opponent made it possible for them to do that with a card they played, or this or that. A lot of commander players are just that stupid, no offense, where they'll forget that this game has so many layers and everything has affected what happened to you. It's not the fact that Zulaport Cutthroat triggers and deals 1 damage to you. Okay, does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
And it also does, it feels bad winning against a player because they failed to remove your piece.
Yeah.
Because it was on the board. The other 2 players knew it was a problem, but they removed
this guy attacked me with this creature on turn 2. I must get rid of it.
And I'm not gonna say anything.
You can do whatever you want.
Win the game.
Yeah.
But it's you should probably remove this.
Yeah. When it's a new player and somebody asks me, hey, what should I remove? I tell them it's this. Even if it's my thing, I'll be it's the 1 ring. If you can exile it,
Especially since you're trying to foster that sense of threat assessment and removal.
But when it is somebody who I've played multiple games with or I know is not new to the game, and they go and they're I'm going to remove this, I'm going to yell at them. I'm going to be no, what the fuck are you doing?
I've been on the receiving end of some of those yells.
And sometimes he deserves it. Sometimes he does it. Sometimes he doesn't.
Sometimes I don't because he doesn't know what I have in my hand. But he understands that.
When he doesn't listen to me, I just go.
Yeah.
But there were a few times I remember where I'm why aren't you removing this? And he goes, oh. Yeah. So it happens to everybody, all right? It even happens to me. I fuck up sometimes, and my opponent will be hey, what about this? And I'm oh, shit, you're right?
There's a little bit of a tunnel vision.
There is tunnel vision, but what we're talking about isn't that instance where you mess up. It's where you don't even try. It's where you're kind of a brain-dead patient who's playing Commander with me. Also, no offense to the brain-dead people out there. You're probably much smarter than these people. But
My biggest thing is people using instant speed removal on their turn on
it hurts
irrelevant piece.
It hurts my heart.
When they could have just waited until the end of their turn or just held it open.
Yeah, a lot of people, what I'll see people do on their turn, the instant speed thing, I guess we're going into the threat assessment thing, but what I'll see people do is on their turn be like, oh, I should get rid of this thing, when it's affecting their opponents more than it's affecting them, right? As somebody who's played stacks a lot of the time, I'll play a thing because it shuts down one player. And then somebody will be like, oh, but I don't get to play this one card in my hand. And then they'll go to remove it, and I'll be like, hold on. Two things. One, you can remove it on my end step, so it still affects your opponents before it gets back to you.
Yeah.
And then you get to reap the rewards before anybody else, which in Commander is crucial.
So good.
It's the most important thing. And two, you probably shouldn't even remove it at all because it's stopping your opponent from winning the fucking game, okay? And I understand if you don't care, and if you're like, oh, whatever, don't play the game then, okay? That's the whole problem, right? People are like, oh, it's casual. I don't care how casual you think it is. Don't sit down to play a game with a bunch of other people who you might not know and fuck it up, all right?
I think people misconstrue casual as not caring.
Yeah, not caring and allowed to cheat.
Hey, you do that all the time.
We'll get to that. Go watch Canadian Highlander so I can address my accidental cheating.
My God.
But like, there's a way you word this one time that I really enjoyed where you said that like when you're playing Monopoly, you don't get to just take $50 from the bank whenever you want.
Yeah.
Right? You're still playing by the rules, you're still playing the game. And I understand a lot of people play by the game, they just don't care. This game is really hard, and people put their lives into it, like us degenerates and losers, to be able to play this and play it well. If you're going to sit down, we're not expecting you to be really good at the game. We're not even expecting you to be good at the game. We're not even expecting you to sit down and know exactly what to do all the time. But you have to at least try. I'm so sorry. I know it sucks and it's just a game. But we're sitting down to have fun. And if you don't try and you're the only one having fun, you're probably not even having fun if you're not trying. Don't fucking lie to me. All right? If you sat down to play Magic the Gathering, like you are a tryhard. You are somebody who wants to be good at something. You are somebody who wants to learn. So stop being a loser.
You want to see all the wheels spin, all the cogs turn,
absolutely,
all the spells slung, all the creatures dying and then coming back, and then big red juicy goblin coming.
Whoa! I do love Goblin Guide, but not enough. Not enough for that. And also, goblin are definitely green. They're not red.
How do you know that?
Because they're green.
How do you know that?
Oh, I know. Like I said, I love Goblin Guide. But let me get back to card evaluation. There's a big instance that happened recently with Tezzeret the Seeker. Or not Tezzeret the Seeker. Love Tezzeret the Seeker. No. Captain.
Tezzeret Cruel Captain.
Cruel Captain. Yeah. Tezzeret Cruel Captain, right? The card comes out. It might be the second or third most broken Planeswalker ever printed, in my opinion, right? If a card works well with the most busted cards in Magic, it's going to be one of the most busted cards in Magic, right? And like, yes, it's not Oko. It's not Wrenn and 6. And it's not 3 Fairy. And it's probably around the same power level as Narset.
But it's in top 10, right? Definitely.
Top 5.
Top 5?
I'd say I put it with Narset. Like Narset, Parter Veils, and absolutely. They're like 4 and 5. Just because like what you can do with Narset is win the game, right? With Tezzeret, the best you can do is win the game. Like, so I understand that people see a card and they're like, oh, but I'm not really playing artifacts, so what can I even do? Do you have a creature that taps for mana in your deck? Great, it can do that. Do you have an artifact in your deck that taps for mana? Do you have Soul Ring in your commander deck? Crazy! You should probably be playing Tezzeret the Seeker because one, on turn 3 or 2, you can go get it. Yeah. And then he can untap it for the rest of the game.
Does it go into your hand or onto the battlefield?
It goes into your hand.
Okay.
But he can also go get Walking Ballista. It's not Urza Saga. He can go get Walking Ballista. He can go get, what's the one that draws you cards? 1 mana artifact creature, draws you cards.
Esper Sentinel.
It can go get Esper Sentinel. Yeah. It's not 1 cost, okay? It's 1 or less CMC artifact.
It's good.
And he gets a loyalty counter every time an artifact enters. That doesn't even have to happen a lot for him to multiply his ultimate.
He starts at 4, you -3 him to go get that artifact, and then you cast that artifact, he's back at 2.
Yeah, or if you already have, this is turn 1, by the way. This is a turn 1 play. If you can do this on turn 1 with a card, it's pretty good. Yeah. You can play your Mana Vault. You can tap it to play Tezzeret. Then you can untap your Mana Vault and play other things, and then for the rest of the game, untap your Mana Vault. Like, it's pretty messed up, right? If a card can do that, it's pretty messed up. And a lot of people are just like, yeah, but I don't really have a lot of artifacts in my deck. And this card says artifact on it 4 times. It must not be that good. Or it actually says it 4 times, sorry.
So, card evaluation. Tezzeret is good. Threat assessment. Remove Tezzeret.
Attack Planeswalkers, dude. Attack your opponents. Yeah. Okay, stop being like, oh, I'm not going to make anybody mad.
I was playing a game with Cal. I don't know why I listened to him. Cal,
friend of the show, he's been on a few episodes.
He was playing a Planeswalker. It was one of the ones from Baldur's Gate, the 3-color one that can be your commander.
Yeah.
And he was like, I could have swung at him. Kill this commander.
No, it's Guff, Commodore
Yeah,
Guff. He's not from Baldur's Gate.
Where is he from?
He's from Brothers War, I think. Or
He's
no, he's from Modern Horizons 3.
Okay.
You got duped by a Modern Horizons 3 commander. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I could have swung into him, but I decided not to because I just attacked his life total directly. He proceeded to 2 turns later win the game.
With an infinite planeswalker.
With an infinite planeswalker, proliferate, infinite turn loop. He did good.
Gauntlet,
he did good. He did good.
Yeah, he politicked you.
I did bad.
I hate politics, by the way. That's an opinion of mine. I like the idea of like wheeling and dealing outside of Magic.
No, he didn't politic me.
No, I know.
He gaslit. No,
he gaslit, girl boss, and gatekeeped his way to a victory. And we stand for that. But that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is like politics are probably one of the biggest problems with Commander. Just play the game correctly.
Yes, they are a benefit and
they're a leading factor that benefits only the people who are smart enough to know how to talk.
Yeah, they can be fun if you if you care about it. If you know
the people you're playing with.
Yeah.
Don't politic your way into a game with a bunch of like randoms because then they're gonna get salty as fuck when you lied to them in a game of Magic the Gathering. Yeah. Which, by the way, shut up. Anyways.
You can lose games because you don't evaluate cards properly, and you can win games because you remove key pieces.
And also, it's like deck building is one of the most fun things in Magic the Gathering. Stop being a boring loser and like just playing all the stop stuff in EDH rec and then being mad when you lose. Like, it's just not that. It's just not that deep, man.
Come on.
Sorry, it is that deep.
It is that deep. It could be that fun.
Let's bring it back around to the title of this video, which is something along the lines of Commander players suck at Magic the Gathering. We're Commander players.
We suck.
We suck.
We suck. You've seen it. You've seen us play games. We suck.
I mean, I think we're actually pretty okay.
We're fine.
I genuinely think that we're not. I mean, to toot my horn a little bit, but I was cheating while playing one of the harder decks to play in the format we were playing.
Yeah, I think your hands were. Your brain was going faster than your hands, or your hands were going faster than your brain.
Something like that. Yeah. But like genuinely, I think that Commander players lose a lot.
You're supposed to. It's you have a 25% win rate.
No,
in reality.
No, most Commander players have about a 5% win rate, in my opinion. The best CDH players have a 25% win rate. So like you're at parity if you're at 25, and that's crazy. You should go pro. You do not have a 25% win rate. Okay, most Commander players lose a lot of Magic because that's just how it works. Okay, and also to get into the game, to get into that format, you're gonna lose a lot. Yeah, it's a rite of passage.
You have to be okay with losing.
Stop using that as a reason to say a card is good or bad. Okay, in a one instance or a second instance or even a fourth or fifth instance of seeing a card and you losing to it, that doesn't mean it's good. It might just mean you're bad, or I don't know, we're in a position where that card was really bad or really good against you in a specific instance.
Or even if you had the answers in your deck, you just didn't have them in hand. And that happens too.
Right, absolutely. I think that the format itself is catered towards really unintelligent people making really unintelligent decisions and then being rewarded for it. They're like, oh, we're all going to put our token doublers in our deck and then win because I rolled the highest on my dice. Okay, also, brief tangent, mulligans in Commander.
Mulligans?
Stop thinking that a good hand means that their deck is so much stronger than yours. Okay? Just because somebody had a turn 1 Soul Ring does not mean their deck is a bracket 7 or whatever, or a bracket 3. Yeah.
You get that goated Arcane or Soul Ring into Arcane Signet into 1-drop, you know?
Yeah.
That doesn't happen all the time.
It doesn't even happen a lot. Like, I see it, I mean, I remember a lot of times I've seen it because, pattern recognition or whatever.
Yeah.
But, like, one, if you're going to use that, like, friendly mulligan thing, hey, don't be an ass and just mulligan to the best hand or Soul Ring. No, don't do that, all right? You're bad at the game if you have to do that, all right? Keep a medium hand and then try to win.
Yeah.
You're not good at the game if you won because you got Soul Ring and you rolled a high on your dice.
And this isn't competitive.
Yeah.
Have, like, mid hands just to test them out sometimes. It's fun.
I like doing that. It's genuinely so much fun to do that. And, like, when somebody's like, there'll be, this is what I was going to say. Okay. I know, I got it. So there'll be oftentimes where people are like, oh, do you want to come my deck? And one of my key lines to go to is, no, I don't care, cheat if you want to. What I'm saying isn't cheat, go ahead. Yeah. It's, if you really need to win in this casual game of Commander, dude, you fucking do you, bro. It's not that deep. But, like, when I say, I know I've said it's both really that deep and it's not that deep.
Yeah.
have fun, and you'll only have fun if you're really playing the game.
Yeah.
Not cheating, not mulliganing until you get the best hand ever. You know, mulligan, go down to 5 cards, try it, have fun. You know, penalize yourself. You know, it's not that bad.
See what you can do. Test your limits.
Yeah, it's like ChatGPT brain rot, dude. Everybody's just like, I need that instant gratification. Give me everything I need to win all the time forever, and then I'm gonna cry and shit my pants when I lose and make it everybody else's problem, dude. Play the game.
Game would be boring.
Game would be boring. Game is boring when you do that. That's why you don't like the game. It's because you play it like a wiener. Thank you for watching the podcast, the Powerful Magic Podcast, the Thoughtcast.
I have been your host, Ian.
And I've been your host, Lewis.
Our unhinged host, Lewis.
Yeah, well, I mean, one of us has got to do it.
Thank you so much for watching. Go check out our bracket. I'm gonna